Good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Watercolor Wednesday. I am just so happy to be here with you. And I see all the comments coming in, you guys. I love it that you're on early. And I hope it helps to have all of these supplies out so that you can get everything ready to stamp along with me. We're going to do a really fun, I'm calling it Easter. We're still a ways away from Easter, but we are in March, you guys. So it is spring. And so it's a sort of a spring introduction into Easter, if that makes sense. So we're going to do a really cute little kind of whimsical little project today, little scene. And the big news is we have a new release. We have 4 new matchbooks, and you guys know how much I love the matchbooks. I love little tiny things, and these little guys are so cute. So I'm going to go through those. I'm going to show you some samples from our brilliant, talented design team. They are so cute. It's always, a big day when some of these samples start coming in from our design team. We just love opening these packages and looking through these samples, and they did not disappoint again. They are so cute. So we're going to show you those. There are lots of samples on the website. So if you kind of hover over that product, you'll see those samples underneath, and that will give you some inspiration too. So they are available right now. You can see them on our website. There are 2 Easter ones, and they are so cute. So I cannot wait to show that to you guys. There's also a couple of other things that are new and now available, and I will go through those too as soon as we flip over to our project. But first, I gotta say hi to my people. Hello, everyone. Tell me what you see out your window. This is getting to be just such a fun thing to do. Right now, you guys, I am happy to report that it is sunny and the sky is blue, and it's been beautiful here. So couldn't be happier about that. Although yesterday morning it was pouring down rain, so you just never know what's going to happen here. So let me say hi to all of my people and tell you welcome on. Wilma, hello. She's saying it's evening there in the Netherlands. Isn't that crazy, you guys, that we can all be on at the same time? I just cannot believe that. So welcome, Wilma. We're so happy to have you on from the Netherlands. And Terry, hello from New York. Cloudy and rainy. Perfect for Watercolor Wednesday. I know. You guys, at least when the weather's bad, you have an excuse to stay in your craft room and watercolor. You don't have to feel like, I need to get outside and do yard work. So no, you don't have to do that. Let's see who else is on. Kathy, good morning, Kathy. Suska, hello. Windy, rainy, and cold in Indiana. Wow, that's how it's been. That's how it was yesterday. Peggy, hello. So happy to see you on here. She's got her Mountain Dew in her water bottle, Kim. I think I mentioned again yesterday, we laughed so much about Kathy and her Chick-fil-A cup and her Diet Coke. Okay, so let's see what else. Suska is on. She's got her, or Peggy has her Mountain Dew. Great. Let's see. Diana from San Jose. Rainy in San Jose. Gosh, Diana, you've had some cloudy days there. Barbara, ready for the cute project. Me too, you guys. This was a really fun one. Really, really fun one. And the reason it looks kind of whimsical, or the reason I said it looks whimsical, is because of the color blue that I used for the water and the sky. It is amazing how the color blue changes it from something a little more realistic to something that's very whimsical. So I'll show you, you'll kind of see what I mean as soon as I flip the camera around. But when I see that warm blue and I see it in the sky or in the water, I immediately think, oh, this is just going to be a cute little whimsical project, and it's what it looks like to me. Okay, where am I? I'm lost in my comments now, so let me go back here to say hi. Kristen, good morning. Hello. Diane Mason, talented Diane. We're going to be showing some of her work. She is such a talent. So thrilled to have her on our design team. Linda, hello from Chico. Hello. Sandy from sunny Florida. Welcome. Joy from Wildemar. I think I've asked you before where that was, Joy. Where is Wildemar? You've got to remind me again. Let's see. Kristen. Teresa, hello. Ellen, good morning. Jeanette, we're going to be seeing her work too. Talented design team, you guys. They are absolutely amazing. Jeanette is incredibly talented, and we're just so thrilled to have them. Elaine from Albany. Elaine, it's probably sunny where you are too. She's only about maybe 30 or 40 minutes from us. Sandy, so happy to see you. Julie, good morning. Looking forward to painting along. Okay, who's going to be painting with me? So these sets have been out for 10 minutes. And how many of you have everything to start? And remember, you can substitute. So I'm just basically showing you the idea of the layout. And once you kind of know the layout, you can substitute the basic images with whatever you have. So always keep that in mind. Gigi, hello. Hello to you. Carol, good morning. Good morning to you, Carol. Mary, hello from Windy, Maryland. Oh my goodness. Sandy, yes, hello to everyone. Lori from Gilbert, hello. She's saying, good morning. All of you had a beautiful sunny day in, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can pronounce that. Oostkapelle? I probably totally butchered that. She's in the Netherlands. Let's just say that. Beach weather with your coat on, LOL. Okay. You know what, I'm just going to say the Netherlands because I know I probably just butchered that name. But it sounds very exotic and beautiful. Hello, let's see. Scrolling down here, Linda. Tony, hello. Amy, Blizzard Remnants. Oh my goodness, Amy. Our sympathies are with you for sure. Stay inside. Stay inside where it's warm and watercolor with us. Ellen, sunny in the Netherlands. Hello. So good to have you. All right, let's see. Zilla, hello. Barbara, oh my goodness, hello. Sunshine in Washington, okay. Let's see. Raining in Virginia, Kelly. Oh my goodness, well, good to be inside. Glad to have you on. Ginger in Tennessee. Jeanette says, raining with temperatures dropping later and snow moving in. The roller coaster is rolling in Michigan. Oh, it sounds like it. You know what? We're not quite over winter. We can be dreaming about spring, you guys, and we're going to be using some bright colors today, but it's coming. It's coming. It comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb. Oh, wait, that's April. We're not quite there yet. All right. Let's see. Tasha, hello. Nancy, Jane, good morning. Simone, hello. Kathy Akers, she says she's feeling healthy today and she's got her bottled water. Okay, good. Barbell, dry and warm in my crafty space with a latte. Oh, perfect. My front yard has turned into a lake. Oh my goodness, so it's raining there. Diane, you are so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Debbie is here and so glad to have you, Debbie. She says she's able to join today. I know this is kind of a crazy time for people. Lots of people are working. Some people can catch us on their lunch break, but we will be on, and we will be on if you need to catch us on the replay. Let's see. Debbie, hello. Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Okay, her name is so she's got a fistful of dandelions. Cute. So post on here, comment on here your first name. Would love to say hi to you. Let's see. Who am I missing, you guys? These comments are going too fast for me. Let's see. Dorianne, did I pronounce that right? From Wellington, Colorado. So glad to have you on. Welcome. Margaret, Rainy, Ohio. Mary, hello from my Coke Zero. She says, lots of crows being blown around, but my craft room window. You know what, Mary? I follow a crow lovers group on Facebook. Are you on one of those? It's so interesting because crows are so smart, and I don't follow any other birds, but I just am really interested in crows. I think they're so neat. And I don't know, there must be over 100,000 people that are on that group. It's called the Crow Lovers. And it's so interesting how people can kind of train these birds, and they'll leave them, prizes and treats and special things. And They're just really, really, really unique birds. So I'm on that group. I don't have any crows in my yard that are, like pets, but I like to just watch and see what other people are doing. Okay, Terry says she's ready and gonna try to keep up. Okay, excellent. Dominique, hello. Loves all the painting with houses and animals. Okay, you sound like Kim. She does too. Rain and clouds, but very nice weather. Good. Barbara's ready. Okay. Allison, hello from Massachusetts. Maggie from sunny California. Vivian from Guatemala. Welcome. So happy to have you on. This is so great, you guys. This is awesome. I love seeing all of this. It's my favorite thing, you guys. Just what you're looking at out your window. I just love that. Sugar Shine Designs, hello and welcome. You know what? I may have asked you your name too. Your first name. Just say hi with your first name because I can't remember. And I do remember seeing your tagline on here. Sugar Shine Designs. That's so cute. Glad to have you on. Mary, Rainy, Michigan. Oh my goodness. Okay, Barb, fistful of dandelions. Barb, you might have to remind me again. So happy to have you on here. Let's see, Elaine, let me just see. Oh yeah, she says crows are very smart. They are. You guys, this is so great. Diane, hello from Maryland. This is great, you guys. Thank you so much for chiming in and saying hi. Okay, Vegas Gems. Okay, tell me your first name too. She says, I'm just starting to use watercolors after painting with acrylics for 2 years. You know what? This is the easiest way to watercolor. And the thing about this technique too is that the majority of people who do it also do tons of other crafts, lots of paper crafting. So they're not just watercolorists. And people who paint, who are watercolorists, this is basically what they do. They paint, and that's why they're so good at it. But with this technique, you can watercolor, but you can also do a lot of other things because it's such an easy technique. It really, really is. And with a little bit of practice, you'll be amazed at how well you do. I mean, I'm amazed every day at what I see. So welcome. We're so happy to have you on here. Okay, Raining in Time. Good afternoon from Arkansas. I received your painting of the calves yesterday. Can't believe I have one of your beautiful paintings to put up in my home. So thankful. You are so welcome. I love that you guys love these. I do. I just love that. I love giving them away to you because, I just do them on the live and then what am I going to do with it? So I'm happy to give it away, and Leah is so gracious to always pick a winner for me and send it out. So I'm just thrilled that you love to get these. So be sure to comment also here if you would like to win one of those. So just say that. Just say I want to be in the drawing and you will be. Okay, Deb from Chicago. Okay, thank you. Thank you for saying your first name. I want to just personally say hi to you. So welcome, Deb. Beth from Minnesota. Hello. Okay, Vegas Jim. I'm Lisa. Okay, Lisa. You guys, you're going to have to remind me again. I'm going to ask you again 100 times. But thank you so much for putting your name on here so I can say hi to you. Welcome. Lorna from Ohio. Barb. Okay. Hello. You guys, this is so great. Okay, we have got to get to our project. I would love to just keep chatting with you for the next half hour, but let's get to our project. It's going to be a fun one, and I also want to show you the new matchbooks because, I just love these. They started out, I've told you this, I know I've told you this probably every time we release these, with my granddaughter's Polly Pockets. And they had these little Polly Pockets, and they're so tiny with these little scenes, and I just thought they were so cute. And so I just, thought, why not make a little scene like that and then put it in a little package? And they ended up looking like a little matchbook when they're all folded up together. They look like a little matchbook. So that's what they are. We call them the matchbooks. And there are so many now, but they're so much fun. And I know a lot of you probably collect them. And it's such a fun thing to collect. And I have samples of them from the very first ones from our talented design team. And it's really fun to look back on them from the very first release. So, okay, let me just see. Okay, now I've missed some comments that I need to just see really quick. Okay, Barb, let's see. Sharon just popped in to say she's at work. Would love to win one of your beautiful design art works of art. Sharon also has been on our design team and has filled in multiple times. She is extremely talented and just one of those brilliant Copic artists that I just so admire. So Sharon, love to see you on here. She is such a talent. Okay, you guys. Okay, Gigi says, she says, I'm laying around with my two dogs, cuddling and watching my favorite teacher. And virtual friend. How's the family? I'm not lazy, just recovering from heart surgery. Oh my goodness, really? You are kidding me. That is an ordeal. I'll tell you, that is an ordeal. I'm so glad. How are you doing? It sounds like you're recuperating fine. You got to give it time. Make sure you're resting long enough and not trying to overdo it. And how awesome you have your two little dogs to comfort you. Perfect. You lay around and just listen. And if you feel like following along, great. And if not, you just be on with us. Just be on with us and just hang out. Okay, so let's get to it, you guys. I'm going to switch over and let me show you this again. This is the project that we're going to be doing. And see what I mean by the whimsy. If you use a warm blue like this in the water, that's not tropical, but if you use this warm blue and you use it in the sky, it's going to look very whimsical. It just does. And using a cooler sky, like a more of a navy or a cooler sky, a navy. So think about it this way. A warm blue like this has yellow in it. That's what warms it up. And a cool color, a cool blue has purple in it. So it's the color that you would see if you were looking out at a snow field and you were looking at the blue outside. So it's a much cooler color. So this makes it look whimsical to me, is this warm blue. So we're gonna make this little whimsical scene and we're gonna put this little whimsical house in here. And while I was doing it, I thought, what would be really cute is to use, if you guys have got this little barn, this would be so cute in the background. This is the actual size that it is. And so you can see it's the perfect size to put back here. So if you use this and you put it in the background, use the cool blue, and then this will look like a more realistic scene. And it'll still be springy because you can use your florals in the background, and you can make it Easter too by tucking in a little Easter egg back here in the florals. So this would be so cute. So would this. This is whimsical. So you've got your little chicks out front. This color of blue and this little stump house would be so cute. And you can see it's the same size. It's very similar in size. So it's going to work great in this location back here. So this is what I mean by setting up the scene and showing you the stages. So we've got our background, our background back here. We're coming closer in with the middle ground. And then we've got this little divider here and our chicks. And then we've got something large in the foreground. So basically it's these steps forward. And as you come forward, these things get bigger. And then putting these little branches in the background kind of encloses it and brings it in together and sort of, makes it a little more cozy. Otherwise, it looks like it just keeps going out in the distance. So these little things that you do will completely change the look of your project. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that because I just thought that was so cute. And these are just now released. So probably a lot of you have this little barn already. And if you don't have it, it would be a really good one to get. These are free. These are free with a $30 purchase. So if you make a $30 purchase, you can choose from the 7 that are released right now. And then in July, we'll release another 7. Now these will stay, so you have lots of time to get them. And we'll release that second batch of 7 in July. And then at the end of the year, they will go away. They will be gone. So you've got lots of time to get it. But I thought that little barn would be really, really cute in this scene, and especially to make it look a little more realistic. Okay, so let's set this aside right now and move all of this out of the way. And when we get to our project, I'll show you exactly what else we're going to use and what specifically we're going to use from each one of these sets. So let me just move everything clear it out of my line of vision here. And let me show you what is new in the world of matchbooks, you guys, because they are so cute. All right, so let me start with the first one. So there are 4. This is this is a little pet shop. So I'm going to zoom in for all of my animal lovers out there. So this is Love Forever. Isn't this cute? This is the little Matchbook pet shop. Now these all work the same, and I'm going to show you at the end, and I know I've done this before, but there are a lot of people that are new to these, and they're so easy to do, and I'm just going to show you how they go together. Literally, it'll take 5 minutes, and I want to show you how they go together and what you specifically need. And you can see there's a little diagram on here on the front, but they come with all of the pieces that go inside and the dies that cut them out. So let me show you the sample that comes with this. And I believe this is Diane. This is Diane Mason. And look at how cute this is. Just absolutely cute. And you know what? If I could just, let me just zoom in because I'm just so blown away by our design team. They are just so good. Look at the color in this little parrot. Isn't that cute? Look at the light face on the cat. That's perfect, the way that she colored that. Perfect. Look at the light face on the dog. You want to always keep those areas light. That's what gives your character life. And they're not flat. If you color the face in dark, it's going to look flat. Look at this little guy. Isn't this cute? Look at her color combination. She's so good at putting color together. I love that. And here's how they work. So they fold down, the back side folds down, the sides, these 2 sides fold in, just like this. This one either comes forward or back, either way. So this one can come forward, and then it folds forward like this, and then it's a little matchbook like this. And then included also is the little easel is included with the template. And so you can set this up. You can give this to somebody as a special little card. See, this pops up now. And it's 3-dimensional, pops up. And then this little piece goes out in front. So every set has 4 pieces. So it has a left, a back, and a right. And then this little one that kind of comes in the front. So just like, how cute would this be just even for Easter? Just a little tiny card with these little bunnies in it. And it says love for sale and love sold here. Isn't that cute? So, and most of these sets have extra things like this one that kind of goes back in the background. This is just so cute. And then this little piece here comes with the original template set. And all of these sets come with sentiments. So you can see on here, it says, let's potty. It says just for you. It says love forever. So it's just, they're so cute. And they all have these little sentiments that can go on this banner. So they all fit this banner. So they're all done the exact same way. So when you get a set, you know exactly how to put it together. So here's this first one, the little pet shop. And this is what you get in it. Okay, so here's the next one. And the next one is this little bakery. And what I was thinking when I made this is something like a thank you. You're so sweet. Somebody that you just want to send a thank you or a special note to just as a thinking of you, mostly. So here, let's look at another one. And is this Diane? It sure is. This is Diane again. Look at her color. She's so good at color, putting colors together. And she's got her 4 pieces. So here are the 4 pieces. Again, this one folds down. Look at the coloring on here. And even these little cupcakes, she's got it light in the center. So you can still see her highlight, darker on the sides, but she's following that same rule about keeping that light. And that's why these things look so good, is because you can see that they have dimension. Look at the highlight on the top of the little bread. I notice all of these things. I notice them all. And even the highlight on the little table right here where the tablecloth is. But all these tiny little, look at the little pie. Isn't that so cute? So it says Sugar and Spice Bakery. It comes with this extra little sign that says cupcakes, pastries, cakes, breads. Comes with that. This pops out, so it's 3-dimensional, and you can see behind it. And then these things just come together, and this is how it looks when it's open. And it just says, "You're so sweet." Just so cute. And she's got the easel on the back so that they can just stand up on somebody's desk. So you can give this as a gift, and they can just put it in their windowsill or stand it up. And it's kind of a surprise, when you open it up, because you don't expect to see something like this inside. So it's just a really fun thing to give as a card. Okay, here's another one. And this is from, look at this color combination, you guys. This is from Jeanette. This is from Jeanette. Look at this color that she's got going on in here. Is this just beautiful? She's got this kind of warm pink, almost like a salmon color. Look at all the detail in here and the coloring. She's also followed the same rule with the highlight in the center. See that little cup? That's why it looks like that's why it looks rounded, is because she's left that highlight in here. Look at this, and can you guys see the detail in the cake? It's just so cute. And look at the detail and the highlight on the little cupcakes on the tray. And look at her little pie. Just so fun. And the thing about these two, you guys, they're small, so they're easy to color. You know, they don't take very long. But look at the detail that is in here. I just think these are so cute. This is why it's so fun to get the designers. And when I make it, I mean, I see it and it looks like this. So I see the black and white and, you know, and the dyes, and then this comes, you know, and it just kind of brings it to life. So these samples that I'm showing you are all on the website. So you'll be able to reference these when you see the products. So when you go to the product, hover over it, and you'll see all of these samples will pop up. Isn't that so cute? And the paper too. It looks really vintagey, like an old town, old time little bakery shop. Just so cute. All right, so that's the bakery. Okay, so now we've got the little Easter one. This is the little Easter bunnies, and look at these, you guys. So this is from Sharon. And she also is so good. Look at her. Look at these bunnies. Look at the highlight and the dark shadowing behind here. This is Copic. And just, you know, these Copic artists, they are so good. Look at all the details on the eggs. Look how cute that is. Just so cute. The little cheeks on the bunnies. And, you know, she's got the little windows in. Look at this little girl. She's painting her eggs up on her little shelf. She's standing on her little stool, and then the little eggs up front with all the paintbrushes. This one comes with, let's see the sentiments on here, comes with Happy Easter, Bunny Hugs, and Hop Hop Hooray that come in here. And then all the dies, of course, to cut everything out are all included. Cuts out the tabs, easy to put together because there's a left and a right and a back. And then this little piece goes into the front. But look how cute her paper is too. And she added a little sentiment to the top of the template, which is so cute, just so clever. And see, these little sentiments, they fit perfectly on this little plate, plate that's in the template set. But look how cute that is. I just love this. I love it because it feels really warm when you open it, and just the color combination is so cute. So let's look at another one. So here's another take. Look at this one. This has much more of a brighter feel to it with the little purples and everything. Look at the bright colors she's got. The bright pinks, the bright purple, the bright blue. And this is a really fun one too, because you can really add a lot of color. You know, it's Easter. Look at all the different paint buckets she's got over here. And look at this cute little purple basket, and just, she's got white bunnies. So see the difference in the warmth of the look of it. She's got white bunnies and she's got brown. So you can do both. And like I said, these are all on the website. But look at the detail in the little teapot and the cups. Isn't that cute? So cute. This is the one I believe that is on the front cover too. So you'll have that to reference, but just so cute. She's got Hop Hop Hooray on here, and the little windows in the back. Look how cute this is. And again, it just folds down. The sides fold in, just like this. This folds either forward or back, either way. So you can do it like this, and then it folds up like this, and then it tucks in to this little slot. And with hers, it says Happy Easter on here. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now the last one is also Easter, and I love this one. This is a inspirational Easter. So this is the Easter story, and this one also is very simple to do. And look at this cute one here. I just love this so much. This was really fun to do. And she's got a really beautiful background on here. I believe this was from the Easter paper pack last year, from the Easter journal. And you can see it's got the gradient. It just goes perfectly in here. And she's got the little hill in the background with the crosses. That is the back piece. And then, of course, we've got the tomb on the right. And look at the what she's done here with the color, the light reflection. And this is, who is it? So it's Jeanette. Look at the light reflection that she's got from the sunrise coming out. It's reflecting on the stones. It's reflecting on the tree in here, on the mountain. I mean, it's just beautiful. She just did a beautiful job coloring this. I just think it turned out just beautiful. This also is on the website for inspiration. You'll be able to see this. And actually, it's on the package too. So you'll be able to see this. Look how beautiful the rocks are. She just did a fabulous job on this. Just so, so cute. Look at the highlight on these rocks here. Just a beautiful, beautiful job on this. I just love it. So those of you who want to send something with the Easter story, this set is for you. You guys are going to love this. Jeanette, you are so welcome. You are such a talent. I just am, blown away by your talent, and so thankful to have you on our design team. I absolutely love this. I mean, I can't say enough how beautiful the colors are and what a beautiful job that you did on it. I just love it. Just love it. So 4 sets, you guys. Let me see. Are there a couple more that we have? This one is from, okay, this is from Dory. This is another one. She is another fabulous artist. Look at this. Beautiful detailed colors. Look at this. It's kind of she's kind of got a warmer, like an orange kind of theme throughout with the browns. Just beautiful. Love this color combination so much. Just beautiful work. She's got Roll With It on it. And this one comes, did I tell you what comes with this one? It says, Roll With It, You're So Sweet, Love to Bake. So for that baker in your family, you could send this little cute one. Let's see, which other ones? Do I have another one here? This one also, this one's from Tasha. This is the little pet shop. These are just now starting to come in. So if I missed one from the design team, I'm so sorry. We're just getting them in now. So I'm trying to show you guys. They're just so cute. Look at the colors on her parrot, and look at this little turtle, the highlight on the face. Just so cute. Just absolutely fabulous and talented. Just love this so much. So let's set this aside right now. These are all available. So the Pet Shop 6016, the Bakery 6013, the Easter Bunny 6014, and then the Cross and the Tomb set is 6015. These are available right now on the website, and you guys can get these. The samples are all up on there so you can see it. Here's what you need if you have not done a matchbook before. Let me zoom out just a little bit. So here's what you need. This is the template. So this is the housing for the project, and they're all the same. They all look the same. So it folds out like this. So it looks like this when you cut it out. It's got score lines, and it just comes up like this. This is how it is. And then the sides fold in, like I showed you guys, and then the top folds down. So this is the house. And once you have the house, then you can add all of these sets to it. So they all work the same. Comes with these little windows, comes with the little template here in the front. It's a whole set of dies that go with this. And then the envelope. So the envelope, there's also an envelope that goes with these. So let me show you. When you fold this up and you fold this over like this and you tuck this in, there is the little envelope set. And it has it's a little box envelope is what it is. It's a little box envelope. So it has these little sides on it, and then it tucks in, your little matchbook tucks in and closes it up like this. So this is the envelope. And it also has a little tiny one like this. And then your little matchbook fits inside the envelope. So these are the 2 things that you need if you've never made a matchbook before, are these 2 things. And then once you have these, you can make any matchbook that we have, and we have lots of them. Lots and lots of different sets now. So let me show you, literally let me show you in 5 minutes how to just glue these in, because this is the only thing that, isn't really clear sometimes for people on how to put these together. So let me just show you. And I just cut these out. I printed them off just for time, and I cut them out, and I'm just going to show you how they glue into the template. Okay, so you're going to just fold it. So once you have your piece cut, it's going to look like this. And then there's a score line here and a score line here. So you're going to fold it like this. So it's going to look like this. And once you've scored it like that, you're going to add some glue. So we're going to add some glue to it. I always do the back side first. And you're only going to add glue to this part of your tab. Just this part, not the whole thing. Just this part. You're going to fold it back like this. and you're going to lay it in the corner. You're going to just put it flush to the bottom and flush to the side. And that's where it's going to glue. So just like that, just make sure that it's, you know, above that score line and let it glue. And by the way, this is the best glue. We have this on our website now because it is so great. And it just glues really fast, holds great, and it just works great. All right, so now we're going to do the other one. So we're going to do this one on the other side. And we're just going to put a little glue here. And we're going to fold it down. We're going to fold it all the way back. All the way back and lay this down straight. So fold that tab. This side of the tab you're going to see. This side you're not going to see. This one's going to be hidden. And we're going to glue that down. And now this little guy will pop up. And that's how it works. That's the most complicated thing in this whole project. The most complicated thing is this. Okay, now you have a left and a right. So you have a tab that's on the right-hand side. That means it's on the right. This tab is in the front. See that the little tab is in the front. And then this one is on the left. So we're going to add this one. So we're going to add glue to the tab. And these also glue in the corner. Just right in the corner, flush with the edge. So just like that. So you want to have it down at the bottom and you want to have it next to the edge. Okay? And same with this. So a little glue on the tab. Fold it over and glue it flush to the edge and the bottom. And just hold it for a second. Look how fast this glue dries. It is just the best. Teresa says, love the glue. Me too. Me too. This, somebody, and I wish I could just remember, I think, was it at the warehouse sale, you guys? Somebody showed me this and said, this is the glue you need. And wow, was she ever right about that? Maybe was it you, Carol, that showed me that? This one goes in the front. So you just glue this one in the front of the little scene, just like this. And there you go. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And then there'll, you know, if there's a little other piece, and I think there is in that set, and usually there's another little extra piece like this that can go behind because this pops up and it's really fun to have something that's kind of flat against the back side. So this is just glued in. Once you've got this kind of in position, you can just kind of put this in, glue this in back here. And you can see it behind because this comes forward. So it's a little three-dimensional. And then your little pieces come in like this, and you've got your cute little scene, just like that. Is that so cute? And that's how you do it. That's literally it. And then this can come forward or fold back, whichever. This lays down flat. These come in, and this comes forward. And then your little tab comes down into here. Didn't do a very good job folding that up, but that's the easiest thing to do, and it literally takes just a few minutes. Okay, so let's set this aside. I will just go over it one more time at the end, just for anyone who pops on afterwards, and let's get to our project, you guys. One more thing I want to say is, and actually we'll be using this. You know what? Let's go through these first, and then I will tell you what else is new. So here's our project that we're going to be doing, and I went ahead and stamped it on here. And let me just go over what else we're going to be using with this project. So in the foliage set, we're going to be using the large vine, and that's what we're going to be using up here for the trees. So let me just, you know what? Let's get in the screen here. That's what we're going to be using up here. Is this large vine and the little grass. So we're going to be using this little grass. In this set, the small little vine. So we're going to be using this in the background to create these little bushy shrubs back here, and then a little bit in the foreground too. So either one of these, doesn't matter which one you want to use. This little flower right here, we're going to be using this in the foreground. Love this little guy. So in this set, this is flower set 3. And then, you know, of course, you guys know you can switch out whatever you want to switch out with. Any of these flowers you can switch out. The tall grasses, we're going to be using those in the front, in this little foreground. These tall grasses. We've got our little chicks, and they are from the Bunny and Chick set. This is 5737. This was, I believe this was from, was this from last year? I can usually tell by the skew. So it could have been from last year, but these little chicks, and they're so cute. You can also use them individually or maybe just a set of two. If you want just a set of two, you can use those. But any of these little guys would be cute in this setting. So this little guy here, or this one, the single chick, this one, this guy, you could set him, just leave his this little stump and the pot off, and you could just set him in here. Any of these would be so cute. From this set, so this was from the summer last year. This is the Woodland Castle set, and I just picked this whimsical little house. I just picked it. So you could use any of these things. The little castle back here would be really cute too. Any of these little whimsical houses would be really cute in the background. So that one is from here. But again, any little structure is going to work. This little flower here, I haven't used this in a long time, and I pulled it out because it is so cute. And it's just great for something like this, something that is in the foreground where you need some denser color. So this one right here. And then for our background, this little floral hedge back here is this stamp right here. We're going to be using that one. And I think that is it. That's what we're going to be using. You can switch out any of those, of course. So let me grab my palette. And I want to tell you that we now have this ink. So this is not a water-based ink. This is an alcohol-based ink, so it's waterproof. That means it will not bleed. So when you are doing these small little designs, so these small little characters like this, in the past, we've just inked them with maybe a light brown and pulled that color out of the lines. Well, now we have a permanent ink so that you can not worry about those lines, losing those lines. And you still want a thin line and a really light line. But when you're doing these tiny little details and the image is so small, this actually works great. You can stamp it in this archival ink, this waterproof ink, and this is a light gray. This is shadow gray. And we now have this on our website because it just really, really works well. And what the great thing about it is that it looks like a pencil line. And if you guys have followed me at all, you know that I love using a pencil because it's light and it's a good way to fill in any lines that might be missing. So we're going to use this today. So I stamped my little house in it. It's things that are small. Now anything bigger than this, you really want to use that combination of colors still. Just because you're pulling that color out of the line and you want to get that earthy feel to it. So you want to drag that color out. But for these tiny little things that we're going to be adding color to, we don't really pull the color out of these lines. We really don't. We don't have enough space to add color if we muddy it up too much with these. So we really have always tried to keep this color really simple and just use these really light colors. But like I said, it's easy to lose those lines and have to put them back in with a pencil. So because this now is permanent, you can color right over the top of these lines and you're not going to lose these lines. So I'm going to show you that. This is what I used and I think it's great. You can still, this is kind of on the border. This is using the two colors still, the blue and the dark brown. This is using the ink pad. So, this is using the ink pad. This is using the two colors. So you can kind of see a comparison when I'm finished. Anything bigger than this, really, and this is kind of borderline for me, I would use the two colors. But for little guys like this, a little butterfly or, a little woodland character or something, you can for sure use the gray ink. And honestly, it's up to you. If you are, like this and you want to use it on larger images, then absolutely go ahead. Absolutely go ahead. It comes down to your preference, really. It really does. It comes down to your preference and what's easier for you to use. So I'm just a big fan of this. Kim started this with the little stamps that she was doing, her little birds and little characters, and just loved this gray for small projects like that. And I tried it and I also love it. So this is now available. We also have the gray twin tone, you guys. We We have the gray twin tone now. So this is available on our website. You can get these individually. And this one is great for filling in because it also is this color. So the one thing that you want to just be careful of when you're using an ink pad is, Kimberly Ann, it works great. Okay, yes, she would absolutely say that for sure about the ink pad. She is a huge fan of this. She loves this so much. What you want to be careful of is pressing too hard. So when you're putting this ink on, you're going to ink your stamp, and just be really careful. Just like anything, you don't want to press too hard because we don't want an outline. That's what we don't want, is something to have a dark outline around it, whether it's a little character, a structure, whatever it is. We don't want a dark outline around it. So be careful of that. Otherwise, try it because I think it's going to kind of be a game changer for some of these little tiny characters, and having to go back in and put these tiny little lines in. Sometimes that can be intimidating. So, okay, are we ready to get to our project, you guys? Wow, am I chatty today? All right, so let's get the water out and let's get our colors out. I've got bright colors. I mean, does this look like spring, you guys, or what? I've got yellow and orange. I've got purple and this bright, beautiful, bright green. I mean, it's so cute. So pick out your colorful, your colors, bright colors, and let's just get to it. All right, so let's start out with a little structure. We'll go to our little chicks, and then we'll put our background in. Okay, so I am going to start now. I don't have to pull color out of the lines because I've stamped this, so I don't need to do that. I can just add color to it, which is really, it's just a different way to think about it. So I'm going to put some color onto my palette. So this is the dark blue. So this is a shadow color, 565 for the little shadow on the house. The house is staying white, so we're going to put that color in on the shady side here and here, and then we're going to add our big shadow under the eaves. And then we want this bright color green for the roof. This also makes it look really whimsical, so cute. And this is number 173. 173, okay? And then we'll get our water in and all of that. So, oh, I guess we still need this. This is the 947. 947, and that is just a cute little cute color for the trim around the door itself, the little chimney. So okay, so we're not pulling any color out of the line. So we're just going to grab the blue right here, and we're going to add color to the shady side. And we're just going to brush this color in. I'm using my tiny little brush. And you can see that that pushes it right into the background. Just immediately does it. Pushes that into the background and brings this side of our little structure forward. So let's add some color now to the door. And again, you don't have to worry about losing your lines. They're going to stay right here because we're using watercolor paint. And this is a permanent waterproof ink. So now let's add just a little bit more up here, and let's just do the chimney in this color. Okay, let's get our little green roof on. And again, you can see there's no bleed out from these lines. And as long as they're light, and it doesn't look like an outline, you're good. And you can, make this as dark as you want. You can darken this green. Marianne says, if you lose the pin on the glue bottle, yes, it will turn the glue brown. They sell replacement pins. Yes, you're right, Marianne. And if you go onto Amazon and you look for a stainless steel pins, they have to be stainless steel. then they won't rust like that. But literally in 5 minutes, they'll rust if you use a regular pin. So these are like gold. So you always want to put the pin back in this tip. And, you know, but this fine tip is so nice, but it does dry up because it's so thin and so tiny. So you want to be sure to replace that pin right away as soon as you use it. But you can get these on Amazon. Just make sure they say stainless steel. Okay, you guys, I need to be better at looking at the comments here. Let's see. Whoops. Okay. Oh yeah, beautiful. I see all the comments about the samples. Yep, they are beautiful. No kidding. Amy, yes, look for stainless steel. Yep, exactly. Ruth Ann says, good morning, getting third treatment right now. Grateful for my smartphone. Beautiful scenes, Queen Bee. Oh, Ruth Ann, we're so happy to have you with us. We are all praying for you, and you're just in our thoughts all the time. So glad you could join us. It's always better when Ruth Ann is here. All right, so so now let's do the detail in the windows. So I'm going to take my my twin tone and my fine tip, and I'm just going to use this and just put some little details into the window. However you want to do these. So I have 9 in this window, but you know, you can make them a little bit bigger and do 6. But this just changes up. Some things that you do, especially on structures, change it up so much. And this is one of those things that when you add the little window panes, just changes everything. So I just darkened this edge of the door here, and actually this part of the roof line on here, and actually down here too. This roof kind of goes back into the distance, so we're just going to really darken this here too. And you can see that just kind of just brings it all forward. Same with that down there. Okay, so now let's do the details in the door here. Let's do this too. We'll just put some little details, and maybe we'll just put some little hinges on too to this little house. And then we're going to take take our brush, and we're just going to do that big shadow underneath the eave. And we're going to start up here in the corner, and we're just going to bring it all the way down like this. And then just a little bit over on this side. And then a little bit under here where that overhang is. And then you can actually just put a little bit, you know, this will kind of pop this little frame up a little bit if you just put a little bit of color on either side of that. Let me see if I can just zoom in a little bit more here. And that's really, I mean, this little house is done. Just going to put a little shadow on this side of the chimney. And we want a shadow in the door, and this will kind of set the door back. This is really important to do. This little shadow inside. And you see that just pushes it back into the little house. Okay, and then we want to just take a little bit of color, just a little bit, and kind of, you know, you could take some of this brown and just kind of mess up the white a little bit so it doesn't look too stark white. Let's just put a little shadow under here as well, under that little overhang. And this little house is finished. Isn't that cute? And let's do we just need a little shadow. Let's see, where would that be? Just right here. A little shadow on that roof line too. Okay, so let's go down and let's do our little our little chicks. And so I'm going to put some yellow onto my palette, and this is the 993. and a little bit of orange. And this is the 933. So there, I get these mixed up all the time. This is 933 and this is 993. So we're going to take some of this color now, the yellow. And here's where it's really nice when you're doing these little characters, because you don't have to worry about losing the lines on here. And keep his little belly lighter. And as you're coming up, you want to keep that little face light. And then just come down and do another pass here. Just like so. And then let's go on to the next one. And this little guy, and see his little wing here? We can just, you know, kind of brush over it. Can leave a little highlight. Keep his little face light. And then let's do this one. And you can see I've started at the bottom, you know, with these because that's where it's going to be the darkest. It's going to be lightest at the top. And you don't have to be careful, and it's it's actually better not to have them too smooth, you know, the color too smooth on here. And then let's take a little bit of orange now, and we'll just get a little orange, especially down towards the bottom. Okay, so we got our little chicks colored. I wish you could see this color in real life, you guys, because it always looks like this weird gold on screen, and it's so cute. It's such a cute color. So I'm going to mix a little bit of pink, and this pink is the 725, and I'm just going to put a little bit of it into the yellow. So I'm just going to mix a little bit in here, and we'll get their little cheeks. Like so. And then I'm going to come in with my twin tone, and I'm going to get their little eyes. And their little beaks. Like so. And then to do their little feet, just use your twin tone. And just come down, you know, just like this. We're gonna put them in grass, so we're not gonna see too much of their feet. So just kind of outline them just like this. You don't have to fill them in all the way. Marianne says that pink matches perfectly with your background and gingham paper. I know, Marianne. He is the king of the paper now. He is so good, and just every paper pack he comes out with is just so good, and they just get better and better. So yes, agree. All right, so now we've got these two basic images in. So now we want to put in our background, and the easiest way to do it really is, if you're kind of, you know, leery about freehanding, just start with a pencil and just start brushing in your lines here. And I just kind of, you know, took this around like this, you know, and I just kind of made the water just kind of flow around. And it just kind of comes down, you know, kind of behind the chicks like this. And then you kind of have a guideline so that you're not getting your water kind of all over the place. Does that make sense? So I'm going to just erase this line. And you know, a pencil is very forgiving. So you can always just erase the lines and do it over again. And I should have, I need some masking tape. Would you grab some for me? So when we get down to these areas down here, we really need to mask this off. And you know, the best thing to do, especially when you're putting in the background now, is to mask the whole area around so that you're not stamping over the edge. Now you can cut it, you know, if you stamp over the edge, you can cut it, but I think it looks better to have this white border around. See this white border right here? And we get that by using the masking tape. And thank you, my assistant. So I'm gonna just kind of block off these areas. Like this. I'm gonna just block this off so that we don't get any ink on any other area of our watercolor paper. So we'll put it here. Okay, so now we're good. We're covered. So we're going to start out just by brushing in the water. That's really the first thing that we need to do, is just kind of brush that in. So I'm going to add this color to my palette. And it is the 526. And then we'll get the sky in also, because the same color in the water and the sky. And I'm going to switch now to my larger brush. So my number 4, I'm going to get that really saturated with water, tap it off, and then I'm going to just pull it out till it's flat. And then I'm going to add just a little bit more because I want to make sure that this is, let me just move this over so you can see. So you can see that how much water I have. So the more water, you know, obviously the lighter the color is going to be when you go to apply it to your canvas. Sandy, welcome. She says, loving this scene. Oh, that's so nice. Diana, is the rectangle? Yes. Yes, Diana, and thank you for reminding me of that also. It is. I use this all the time. This is the acrylic that goes with the stamp positioner. And this is the size that I use. It's a great size. And if you want your image bigger on a card, just back it up with a frame like this, or cut it to a wider frame when you cut it out. Because this is an A2 size right here, and it's just perfect on this size. And it's also perfect in a journal. So this is just a great size to do, and it's not intimidating. Sometimes if the scene is too big, it can be really intimidating. So we're just going to brush this in now. Just kind of lightly brush it in and kind of, you know, around the bend here. And just try to, you know, leave some white areas. We're going to put a little white paint in it later. So if you happen to just, you know, get it all colored in, which has happened to me many times, you can add that white in later. So we're going to get this blue all around our little chicks. And remember, we use that ink pad, so we're not going to have to worry about the bleed from the edge. However, the yellow could bleed in, so we want to be sure to kind of watch out for that. And they look like they're at the beach right now, don't they? How cute is that? Keep that in mind, you guys, for future projects. Okay, so we've got our little guys in here. So now we've got our foreground, so we know where that's going to go. We've got our little chicks in here, so we need to think about what's happening in the background. So let's take our pencil again, and we're going to just bring this hill, you know, up like this. And then, you know, we'll just get another one in here, you know, kind of like this. So it's kind of growing up on the other side. And you can keep going. You can add more things in here. We could add just another little, you know, layer. You can add another one and just have this kind of go down like this. And you kind of get an idea of what your background is doing by doing this. And just keep erasing it. If you're not happy with it, just erase it and do it again. Okay, so we're going to now add some green into the background. So I'm going to just turn my palette again. And we're going to get some green on here. Okay, would you guys grab me a 249 green also? There's always something missing. No. You know, you just never get everything.
No.
So let's start with this green, and we're gonna just add it into, thank you. So I've got another green too. So, we're just gonna mix it up with the two greens. And they give me a bad time because, I start so early. And so, by 6:30 our time, I'm ready. I'm ready and ready to go. And so they give me a bad time about, oh mom, it's getting down to be only 6 hours before you're live. So you better get ready. And then I've forgotten two things already. So this is why I have to get ready early. And they just come flying in, they come flying in and they're ready to go. And I cannot do that. I can't do that at my age. Tell me you guys understand what I'm saying. Diana, yes. Okay, yes, I see that comment. It is the rectangle. Thank you for reminding me of that, by the way. Because I sure would have forgot. You can make your little path, however you want to put your little path in here. And we could just add our green in, just however. And then let's mix a little blue now with this. So just to change the color up. So I'm adding that dark blue. So this blue here, this blue from my palette. I'm just adding a little bit into here just to kind of change the color up in the background. And you want to kind of make sure it's not too dark, in the background. And then back here, this is going to be pretty light. So we're going to get this 249 green. And we're just going to really water this down and make sure this is really, really light here in the background, and just put some of this color in. Because we're going to add this pink back here. And so we just want that. If you start light, you can always make another pass and go darker. You can always do that. Okay, so we're kind of getting our background in, you guys, starting to take shape. So let's take this color again. This is the one, I'm so bad at this, you guys. So this is the 177 and this is the 249. So we're going to take some more of this. And we're going to brush in this color here. So this green. And just kind of, brush it down to where their little feet are, really. And be careful with this brown because this will for sure bleed if you touch their little feet. Okay, and then the rest of it in here is really going to be pretty much covered by our flowers that we put in the foreground. So let's just add just a little bit of green kind of texture back here in the background. And then let's get the sky in. So we're going to go back to our bright blue, which is, I didn't write this one down, 526. So we're going to go back to this bright blue. And we're going to brush in the sky. And it's always better to leave a white cloud line. So don't brush this right to the ground. So just leave some white basically and kind of have it look like a little cloud line. It's just, you're going to be happier with how it looks. And it kind of gives you a break too between the sky and the green hills back here. Okay, so that was fun. That part is always really fun to do. Don't let it intimidate you. Don't let the background intimidate you, because honestly it's pretty hard to mess it up. And if you start with your pencil and pencil it in first, that sort of takes all the stress out of it. All right, so now let's put in our background back here. So I'm going to just turn this around, and I'm going to take my large vine, and I'm just going to use about half of it. I mean, I've protected my area, so it doesn't matter if I color a little bit extra here. And then I'm going to just start by just kind of putting this into the background, or into the sky. And you can just, do however many, how much of this you want. And you can see it just kind of, kind of closes everything in and just makes it look more kind of cozy in here. So once we got that stamped in, and I've just inked it with the 177, so the 177 green. And then just add some water to it. And just kind of blend it in. It'll blend right in with that blue. It's just so pretty, especially with these, with this light blue. It just kind of blends right in with that. It's so cute, and especially when you take the paper off, it looks so good. So let's now go to the small one, to the small vine like this, and we're going to do the same thing with this one. We're just going to use about half of it, and we're going to get it into the background. So make sure you get enough ink on here. And then we'll put some back in here. And just, stamp it a bunch of times. So this is just like, just some foliage and brushy stuff. Just growing next. And we're going to add some white to it. So it doesn't really matter how you stamp it in here. Honestly, it doesn't. And then we'll add some water to it. Just kind of just dab at it. Just dab at it like so. And then let's get our grass. So the little grass, we're going to use the same color. And we're just going to start out by just kind of putting it along the line where this bank is. And don't follow the whole bank. You don't have to do the whole thing, but just kind of you could kind of extend it out a little bit. You can kind of make a little, break in the pond like this, where you can kind of bring that grass into the water. We could do another little one over here. And then, of course, here, get these right next to the chicks. And then kind of up this bank. And that will kind of separate the ground from the water back in here. And then let's just do a little bit right alongside here. And then just pinch your brush off and then just kind of pull that color up. And you can kind of hang it over the water a little bit too. And this can kind of just come out into the water a little bit. So that green color can just kind of come out. And this too, around this bank, you can drag some of that green into the water, and it will just look like, it's either a reflection or that water has kind of got a little green tint to it. And I've got a lot of color in here next to this house because we're going to put that little white fence in. And so I want to make sure it really shows up. And then we'll do this part. And you can just take a little bit of green and just add it in between here, where these little chicks are. Okay. Now let's see, what do we need to do? Let's get our pink into the background. So we're going to use this, and we're going to use this long piece on here. And this is this one right here. So we're using this long little foliage stamp. This is just a great stamp to have. And I'm just going to use part of it because we're just going to go on each side. And I'm using that bright pink. And then we'll do the other side. And we've got this cute pink flowery hedge in the background. So cute. And just touch it. Just barely touch it. And then we'll just drag this color down. Kind of look like a It'll just kind of look like a little shadow on the hill. Isn't that cute? All right, now we're going to add some more pink into the background, but we're going to do it with our marker. So this is 725. We're going to use the bullet tip. And we're going to just take our bullet tip and we're just going to make a bunch of little dots. So just in a kind of a little pattern like this. And just kind of, you know, wherever you want to put them. I'm going to put some more out here. Maybe I'll just put a few more here. I'm going to put some by the house. Just little dots like this. And let's put some more over here. Let's put some in the grass. Let's see, maybe we'll kind of hang some out here. You know, they're going to show up best where it's lighter. So in the light blue or into the light green, you know, it's going to show up way better in there. But let's put some in here. And we've got this cute little dots. All right, so now we're going to take our brush, small brush, and where did I put it? Oh, here it is. We're going to take the small brush and we're just going to dab at these little dots. Don't blend them all out, but just kind of blend them so that they're just softened up. And you can do this with any color. As long as it's dark enough or you have a light enough background. And just touch them. They'll just kind of bleed out. Okay, see how cute those are? They're just so cute and they're so bright. They're just so bright and so cute to just add in here. And you can add a few more too that are just kind of light. All right, we're getting there, you guys. Okay, so now let's do our foreground, and then we'll be able to do our white paint. We'll get some white paint into the background and we'll finish up with our little project here. So we're going to start out with the grass, so the tall grass, and we're going to ink this up with the 177. And we're just going to keep, you know, running it across the front. Just the front of your canvas, just all the way. And then we'll add in between, we'll add some of this, and let's just change out the color. This is the 249 now, so we're just going to add a few of these little vines in here, just to kind of break up. Just to kind of break that up a little bit. And then we'll come in with a brush, and where the grasses are, you want to make, you know, straight long, just make straight long strokes with those. And then where these little leaves are, we're just going to dab at those. Okay, so then let's put in our florals. And here's our this little guy, and we're going to make this one purple. And we don't really need the stems. I mean, we could put them in, but if you've got a lot of this grass, you know, kind of growing in here, you don't need as many of the stems. So make sure you get enough color on here. So you want to make sure. And let's put a couple over here. And maybe we just put one or two over here. And then let's do the bright pink with this flower. Make sure we get enough color on that. And I'm going to add the stem on this one. And let's just put this one right here. And let's just put another one maybe in here and in here. And let's see, where else can we just tuck one in? Okay, so now you're just gonna kind of brush this down. See these little, these little lines right here? You're just gonna kind of brush them down towards the bottom. So I want to see that texture in there like that. And then these little guys, the little purple ones, we don't want to lose the, really want to lose the integrity of the design here. So you're just gonna take your brush and just kind of touch every little section. Just kind of go through here and just touch each section. Get the little leaves in here. And then we can just kind of drag this color up a little bit to kind of fill in the white. And then we'll get our, we'll add our white paint to it too. So I'm just going to add in a little bit more of this little vine. And let's see where else I could maybe just have a little bit more in there. And then just a little, just run a little line under their feet of the brown, just for, or the blue actually. Let's just do the dark blue, just for a shadow. Just to kind of get a little shadow under their feet. Okay, how cute is that? That's so cute. All right, so let's take off this. Let's take off the masking tape. Okay, like so. And you can see what difference that makes, you guys. And what I'm saying about the frame too is you can cut it. You can cut the frame out to here. And then you've got a much bigger project, sort of like, cutting a mat over it. And, the project is, I mean, it's just really a great size to fit on a card. It really is. Okay, so let's do the white paint. And then we will be finished with this project. So I'm going to start with my little brush. And I'm just going to add some water to it. Let's do a little bit more. And we're going to get that little fence in, which is so cute. So you want to make sure your paint is pretty watered down and you're using a tiny brush if you're going to do that fence. So kind of, get the excess paint off of your brush, and then just, you're just going to start out by making posts. So just, 1, 2, 3, probably 4 posts is good. And then you can go over here. And just get these little posts in. Start out with the posts, that's the easiest thing. And then you're going to make a little cross piece. And you can even connect it to the house. And it doesn't, have to be perfect. And it just brightens everything up, doesn't it? It's just so cute to add that. So then we're going to take a little more white, and we're going to add, of course, our little white blooms in here. Just little dots here and there. And if you want this tree to just be full of white blooms, just put them closer together and add more. Kind of hanging down by the fence, so cute. And then we can put a few just in here in the grass. And then we'll put some more over here. You know, these are in the background, so really the, you know, the little white flower should be pretty small back here in the background. And then let's put some in here. And then let's put just a little bit, so I'm going to dip my brush in water again. And let's put a few little lines into the water. So I've got some in here that I kind of, you know, left. But you can just kind of drag your brush along and just add a few little highlights in here. Maybe right along where where these grasses are, kind of growing out into the water. And then we can do some white flowers in the foreground. And you know, we've got a lot of colors, so they're just going to really pop up. Oops, need to add a little more water here. And just keep adding water to it. Okay, and I don't think there's anything else we need to do with these little guys. I think they're so cute. Let's just put a little bit of white back in the background just to brighten that up. I think that's so cute. And then we'll come in and we'll just put a couple of little centers in here. Let me wash my brush out. The lid on right away. Not that I've ever forgotten to do that, you guys. And I'm going to take my bullet tip and I'm going to make a little center in these flowers. Like so. And then as soon as these are dry, and I think they're probably pretty dry, let's just put a little pink center in here. You don't have to get them all, just maybe a few. And I think that turned out so cute. You can add just a few more dots here and there. Just kind of in the background. We could add a few in here too. And I don't know where else we need to really add anything. Maybe we'll just put a little bit under this eave here. Make sure that's really dark. Sign, we need a sign. And then, once everything's dry, really dry, then you want to erase. You can erase these lines. I'll just erase this off. And our little project is finished. I think it turned out so cute. And then you want to sign a date, of course. Okay, and that's it, you guys. That's it. Put it on a card like this. How cute. And you've got a really cute Easter card to send to someone. So let me go over again really quickly the numbers on these new matchbook sets. Let me zoom out here. So here are the new matchbooks. And the samples of these are on the website, so you'll be able to see. Here is the new, this is the inspirational one, the cross and the tomb. Here is a sample for that. Isn't that just so cute? This is Jeanette's sample. She's such a beautiful job on this. Love the highlights, the reflection of the light, the rocks, just beautiful. And then of course these fold up. So they fold down like this, sides fold in, like like this, and then they close up and they're just cute little matchbook like this, matchbook card. So this is the Cross in the Tomb set. It is number 6015, and then the little Easter bunnies. So let's find one of those. Here is a sample of this one, and you can see how cute this is with all the bright colors. And again, folds up the exact same way. Then we have the little bakery, and here is a sample of that one. Just folds in. Sugar and Spice Bakery. You're so sweet. And you can see all the detail in here too. It's so easy and so quick. And the little pet shop with all of the little critters in here. If you are an animal lover or you know an animal lover, this would be perfect for them. They would love this. Love sold here and love forever. Just so cute. Love it. All right, so these are new and available right now on our website. And then the ink pad that we used today. So this is the Shadow Gray. This is waterproof ink. And it's for those little projects where you don't want to lose the lines, and you're going to be adding a lot of color to them. This is a great tool to have. And the gray twin tone is now available. So Zilla says the bakery is her favorite. Oh, and Ellen says pet shop is hers. You know what? That's really interesting to know, you guys. Tell me which one is your favorite. So let me get back on here, just so I can say goodbye to you all. Okay, so tell me which one is your favorite. I love to hear that. I always have a guess as to which one I think might sell the most and which one might be the favorite, and I'm usually always wrong. So it would be really interesting to hear from all of you what you think. You are so kind. Love the bright colors. Yes, you are so welcome. My pleasure, you guys. Julie says, love the Cross in the Tomb. Yep, me too. Me too. That's my favorite one. Carol, love the new sets. Hard to pick. Bakery. If you're a baker or you know a baker, then that's the one that you're going to head to. Joy says Cross in the Tomb. Simone says thank you. You are so welcome, you guys. I hope you love these tutorials as much as I love doing them. They're so much fun. It's fun to get these things out, and there are so many things now and so many combinations of things, you guys. Hard to pick. It's really hard to pick. And sometimes I tend to use the same things over and over again, but I need to go back into the archives and get some of these out because they're the best. They're so much fun. Pet shop, because they all need love. Yeah, they do. You guys, thank you so much. Thanks for all your positive feedback. I love it, and I love spending time with you. Thank you again for being on with me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great weekend coming up. And I'll see you guys all back next week. Thanks again.